My beloved brothers and sisters, one of the greatest misconceptions people have today is that loving yourself means giving yourself whatever you want, whenever you want it, without any boundaries. Many assume that self-love is about indulging, spoiling, or treating yourself with unnecessary comfort. But in reality, spoiling oneself is never true love. If you spoil a child, the child grows up entitled, disrespectful, and difficult to deal with. Everyone tries to avoid someone who has been spoiled throughout their life. In the same way, when you spoil yourself, you are not loving yourself, you are harming yourself. True love for yourself comes through discipline, structure, and growth. Loving yourself means giving your soul what helps it become better, even if that journey includes discomfort or challenges along the way. Many times, the path of growth involves a little pain. Sometimes it requires sacrifice. Sometimes it requires patience. But the end result is that you emerge stronger, wiser, and far more capable. So when we talk about loving yourself, we are really talking about investing in your growth, nurturing your character, and strengthening your heart, mind, and soul. My dear brothers and sisters, the first step in building yourself is knowing yourself. You must understand your strengths and your weaknesses, your knowledge and your limitations, your talents and your gaps. When you know what you have, you can use it. When you know what you don't have, you can work toward it. When you know where you lack, you can improve and grow. But at the same time, knowing yourself also means humbling yourself. Even if you are gifted, even if you are strong, even if you have talents, don't present yourself to people as though you are something special. Show yourself a little lower than your reality. That is humility. This is exactly what the Prophet taught us. Whoever humbles himself for the sake of Allah, Allah will elevate him. When you make yourself small for Allah, Allah will raise you in the eyes of the people in honor, in dignity, and even in your own heart. But if you try to make yourself appear greater than you truly are, you open the door to arrogance, fakeness, and hypocrisy. And that will eventually destroy your confidence. Because you will know deep inside that you are pretending. You will feel like an imposter. Your self-esteem will crumble and your inner peace will disappear. The Prophet warned us not to belittle ourselves. When the companions asked how a person belittles themselves, he said it is by stepping into tasks they know they cannot do. When you take on something beyond your capacity, you set yourself up for failure. So work within your means. Don't burden yourself unnecessarily. Know your strengths and grow them. Know your limits and respect them. My brothers and sisters, many of you have traveled by airplane. Before the plane takes off, the flight attendants give instructions in case of emergency. They tell you if the oxygen masks drop, put the mask on yourself before helping others. Even if your child is gasping for air, they still instruct you to put your own mask first. Why? Because if you collapse, you cannot help your child. But if you breathe first, you can save both of you. This teaches us a powerful lesson. You must strengthen yourself before you can strengthen others. In Islam, building yourself comes first. Because only a strong heart can support another heart. Only a stable soul can uplift another soul. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, let us speak about self-esteem, your internal sense of worth. Every human being has been honored by Allah, whether rich or poor, beautiful or plain, educated or uneducated. Allah has given every one of us a dignity that no one can take away. Allah Himself says, we have honored the children of Adam. This includes you. But your own opinion of yourself matters deeply. Many people suffer not because they are worthless, but because they have convinced themselves that they are. And this happens when you put people on pedestals. When you see someone with a fancy car, a high status job, many followers, material success, you start to believe they are above you. And automatically you lower your own worth. On the other hand, when you exaggerate yourself, thinking you are superior to others, you also fall into a dangerous trap. Both extremes destroy your heart. The solution is to put everyone in their correct place. What is that place? They are human beings. You are also a human being. The CEO is human. Your manager is human. Your parents, spouse, friends, neighbors, all human. The person driving a luxury car is still human. The one with millions of followers is still human. And every human has strengths and weaknesses. Every human has blessings and struggles. Every human rises and falls. So do not lower yourself by raising others too high. And do not harm yourself by raising yourself too high. Stay balanced. Respect people who deserve respect, scholars, elders, those who benefit others. Give honor where it is due, but never think anyone is superior to you in the sight of Allah except by their taqwa, which you cannot see. Similarly, never say, who are they? They are nothing. Such arrogance is dangerous. Not only does it harm others, it destroys your own soul. Remember, Allah does not love arrogance. He loves humility, balance, and fairness. My beloved brothers and sisters, once your self-esteem is balanced, the next part of self-development is confidence. Confidence is built from two ingredients: knowing you have the ability and feeling that you can apply that ability. There are several types of confidence. The first is the healthy one, where you truly have the skill and you genuinely believe you can accomplish the task. This is good confidence. And with reliance on Allah, it becomes a powerful strength. The second is maturity, when you know you do not have the ability and you accept that you cannot handle a certain situation. A mature believer chooses their battles wisely. They don't jump into every challenge thinking they will suddenly become a hero. They know when to move forward and when to step back. The third type is overconfidence, when you know you lack the ability but still convince yourself that you can do it. This is dangerous and it leads to failure, humiliation, and sometimes serious harm. A believer avoids this. The fourth type is underconfidence, when you have the ability but you don't believe in yourself. When the moment comes, you hesitate, you freeze, or you withdraw. For this, the Prophet told us to rely upon Allah and take the first step. Because once you take that first step, the next becomes easier, and suddenly the entire journey opens for you. Let me share with you a powerful lesson from the Seerah, the Battle of Uhud. When the enemies of Islam marched toward Medina, the Muslims debated whether they should stay inside the city or go out to face the enemy. The Prophet had a dream symbolizing protection inside Medina, but some of the enthusiastic companions felt they should go out and meet the enemy. Even though the Prophet did not command them, they insisted strongly. He returned inside, wore his armor, and came out prepared for battle. When the companions realized they had pressured him, they felt regret and asked to reconsider the decision. But the Prophet told them, a prophet does not put on his armor and then remove it. Meaning, once you have made a decision sincerely and carefully, you move forward and trust Allah. This teaches us that after planning, consulting, and deciding, you should not keep doubting yourself. Move forward, Allah will guide your steps. With determination and trust, you grow. With hesitation and fear, you stagnate. During the battle, the Muslims were winning at first, but a group of archers disobeyed instructions and left their position early. This allowed the enemy to attack from behind, putting the Muslims in great difficulty. Many brave companions were martyred, including Hamza, and the Prophet was injured. It seemed like a terrible failure. But Allah revealed verses reminding the believers that what happened was not entirely bad. In fact, there was goodness hidden within it, lessons, growth, purification, and future strength. Through what looked like defeat, Allah taught them discipline, responsibility, and unity. Failure, my dear brothers and sisters, is not the end of your story. It is a powerful teacher. Allah tells us, you may think something is bad for you, but it may be good for you. Through mistakes, you learn. Through setbacks, you gain wisdom. Through difficulty, you grow. Take the example of a baby learning to walk. The baby falls once, twice, 10 times, 100 times, but every fall teaches the baby something. Every fall creates strength. Every fall is part of the learning. If the baby never fell, it would never walk. So falling is not failure, falling is training. In the same way, your struggles, your setbacks, your disappointments, all of them are part of your journey towards strength. Allah wants you to rise after every fall. He wants you to learn, to grow, to mature. Nothing that happens to a believer is ever wasted. My dear brothers and sisters, loving yourself means nurturing your soul with what benefits it, even if it is difficult. It means respecting your abilities, accepting your weaknesses, and working on them with patience. It means relying on Allah, taking the first step, and believing that He will guide your path. Be balanced, be humble, be courageous, and remember that your value comes from Allah, not from people. No matter how many times you fall, rise again. With every rise, you become stronger, wiser, and closer to Allah. May Allah grant us strength, humility, confidence, and sincere self-love that brings us closer to Him. Ameen.